So my experience with rent to own first started actually 3 years ago. So 3 years ago, I was looking to get into a property. And so I had gone to the bank and, I had the money. My dad was willing to help, but the income wasn't there. And at the time, I wasn't going to do it with my partner. And my partner is a dance teacher. So, dancers typically make good money, but on paper it might not show that. So I started looking into rent to own. I knew about rent to own, but I heard really negative things about rent to own. So I came across a a mortgage broker who was recommended to me by a staff member of mine. I was a manager at the time, and she recommended me to Clover Properties, and she told me about rent to own and what it was all about, and I already had an idea. So before I even gave Neil a call, I went online, I did more research. I called around, I looked at what was happening, how could this really help me? So I connected with a few rent to own companies, and I was not sold. I did not feel comfortable. I was not willing to dive into it at all. I didn't want it. And so finally, I decided to give Neil a call. And before I gave Neil a call, I asked the mortgage broker, what would I need? Like, how do I get to the next level? So I got organized and I got all my ducks in a row. I went to the bank. I looked at the money we had. I looked at the down payment we needed. I got my partner, everything aligned. She trusted me with everything. And so I went to Neil, and the key to rent to own, in my opinion, we'll talk about it more, but is being organized. If you want it, you can get it. So we went to Neil and he interviewed us, and which is what I love about it. Neil interviewed us in order to get into the program. It's not as if just because you want to get into home ownership that you get in snap of a finger. So Neil interviewed us. He asked us questions. Why do you want this? Why do we want to take this route? And I gave him all the paperwork, and he was very frank. He was very honest. There was no, BS. There was no, well, you know what? If you give us this money, we will make sure that you get into a home. Your credit score will get better 100%. There's none of that. You got to do the work. So my experience with that was really great. And, meeting Neil was, a life-changing experience for the both of us. And at first it was scary. I'm not going to lie. Looking at the numbers. But if you take a moment to just sit there and look at what you would be doing if you were renting versus doing this process, it's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. So that was great. And my experience with Neil, wow, he's a special guy, because I can only imagine how many people he works with and how busy he is, but he always made sure to make time no matter what it was. And throughout the 3 years of us being in the program, if I needed something, Neil was there. Shoot him a text. He's a busy guy, so texting is the way. Shoot him a text, and he would get back to us with an answer or whatnot. And he didn't disturb us throughout the 3 years. He didn't call me once. He did not ask me how the house was. He didn't even ask for a spare key while we were living here. Everything was it was a smooth process, to be honest. And, like I said before, if you want to succeed in this program, all you need is really to just be organized, dedicated, work hard, and put your head down and go. And I remember when we met Neil, he said to me that he was really impressed that I had everything lined up. I had, highlighted everything. I had, sticky notes everywhere telling him, hey, if you're looking for this number, it's here. If you need this, it's here. I had everything organized, not because I knew what I was doing, not because I was an expert. Honestly, I just wanted to be a homeowner, and whatever it took, I prepared myself. So it's been a great experience, to be honest. And I've helped or recommended it to a few of my friends who are either single or struggling or are renting and trying to save. And, I'm there for it. And I won't lie, it's not for everyone. rent to own is not for everyone, because if you don't think you can make payments month to month, then you won't be able to do this. If you think that once you get into home ownership, that it becomes easy, no, it's going to be the same process as renting or being in a rent to own program. So that's been my experience, and I'm happy to share more and advocate for this program. Like, I'm not getting paid for this. This is me. This is my life. This is what it is. This is my home now. And in the process of the 3 years, I was actually able to do all the renovations while I was living here. Did it myself. I got to learn a lot. I took pride into what I was doing because it was ours. We did it. And that's been my story so far.